Welcome to SafeSlide University. My name is Dale Cooper and this is part of our basic repair series. And so our basic repair series is this. We think that every facility should have someone on staff in their maintenance department to do these repairs because they can show up at any time. And to keep your facility running, you're going to need somebody to be Johnny on the spot. And we think we can train you to do these fairly quickly. And so the first part of our repair series is talking about chips, voids, and gouges. And so what are chips, voids, and gouges? It's simply a fracture in your gel coat that leads to sharp edges that can also lead to an injury of one of your guests. And so these can show up at any time. How do you diagnose this? We recommend that you walk your slide daily because the slide can be fine yesterday and these can show up at any time. And so a chip can happen because of a rider or a void. A void is simply the gel coat riding over air like an eggshell, and it happens from the factory and they can show up actually 10 years later. It just gets hit the right way and all of a sudden you have this fracture in your gel coat. And then of course a gouge is just maybe a button on the shorts of one of your guests because that got by your lifeguard and it gouges the slide, leaving this fracture. And so how do we deal with these? How do we repair them? We have 3 steps: grind, fill, and fair. And so what we want you to do is to grind out the damaged area with a die grinder, with a stone cone on either a Dremel tool or a cordless die grinder, making sure that you leave a 30-degree or greater taper. And the reason we want to taper it is because it gives you more surface area for the filler to bond to. And then when you fill it, we want you to use 3M premium vinyl ester filler. When you mix this, the mix ratio is roughly 1.5 inches ribbon of cream hardener to about a golf ball size of filler. And so mix that thoroughly and apply it to the prepped area. And then after it hardens, we want you to sand that smooth using 80 grit sandpaper. Just to recap, it's a fracture in the gel coat with sharp edges. We want you to inspect the slide daily, paying a special attention to the seams. That's where they tend to show up. And then repair it using the grind, fill, and fair method. Should be, if you're set up for this and you have a kit to go and you have a trained technician, this repair should take really about a half an hour to do. Thank you for joining us at SafeSlide University. Thanks again for joining us at SafeSlide University. We're passionate here about developing repair processes and best practices for the industry. If you have any comments or questions or even a suggestion for a future video, reach out to us. We love to collaborate and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks again for joining us here at SafeSlide University.